Hello and welcome to another episode of ClickDesigns. My name is Angie Norris and I'm a power user of ClickDesigns here from week to week to help you understand and leverage this amazing platform. I use it every single day and I want you guys to see the power of it and how you can quickly take a template that's already in there, and there's lots of amazing ones in there, and turn it into your own creation within minutes. Now, we are in a series called 8 Ways to Earn with ClickDesigns, and we are on our final few episodes closing out this year, 2025. I cannot believe it, but we are here together to continue that, and we've talked about lots of different ways to make money. Today, we're going to be talking about mockups because guess what? Yes, ClickDesigns has tons and tons and tons of mockups, which is so fun. So fun. And this is a little bit different than POD. We talked about POD and creating mockups, and that was great. But this is a little separate because you can also create other things with mockups. A lot of things are digital in nature, things that don't physically exist, but you can make it look very eye-catching on a page. When people go to a web page and they say, hey, buy my free ebook, and there's no image, people don't have that visual psychological trigger to feel it, taste it, want it, need it, and want to grab it. Even though it's not physical in nature, to have that brain chemical like launch in that, man, I have to have that. That looks amazing. That is the eye-catching power of mockups. And so today we're going to make some mockups. I'm going to show you how to sell them as a design service, how Fiverr, you can find other people doing this and you can look at what they're doing and get inspired and motivated and not hack. You want to leverage what they're doing and get ideas from it. You don't want to steal anyone's stuff, but you want to make sure that you're doing it ethically. And you can use a lot of the mockups already in ClickDesigns to showcase your services. So it's pretty cool. Let's get started here. I'm going to jump into slides and then we will continue on into the software. Creating and selling high impact mockups using ClickDesigns. There are so many options in ClickDesigns. You can go and find these templates right now. I will show you where they are, but everything that you need to sell digital, physical, any kind of product in ClickDesigns, you can find it. Here's beauty products. We have magazine covers. We have different mock-up styles of magazine covers, book covers, CD covers. We have this right here, it's food, so I think this is a chip. There are other types of styles. We have the drinks. I love using the mugs and the coffee cups. We have bags, there's boxes, there's also medicine bottles like this or protein shakes, so many things, and you can do that all inside of ClickDesign. So we're going to be talking about that today. I'm super excited because we're continuing on in our series of how you can make money with ClickDesigns. 8 ways to make money with ClickDesigns. We've been in this for about 6 weeks now. This is our 7th week covering how you can earn, and it's amazing how much you can do with just this amazing tool called ClickDesigns. So there was a post 8 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago, and I thought, wow, this is a perfect series to go deep on because every single person is probably going into the holidays now thinking, I can use some extra cash to go buy some presents and to end this year out on a good note. So we have covered a lot of these already, but today what we're going to be covering is creating and selling mockups, which is really cool because one of the things I didn't cover on the first slide was devices. So you look at these devices, and that's a great one because a lot of people have digital products. So one of the things I use a lot of the things inside of ClickDesigns for are my own assets, right? So I add my photos across YouTube thumbnails, covers, Facebook Reels, Instagram, Pinterest pins, lead magnet covers, profile covers. This is a YouTube thing. Here's a magazine. These are Pinterest pins and YouTube covers. And I do this and I love it because I don't have to think. I just go into ClickDesigns, I click a template. So even more mockups that you can create. And when I say mockups in the terms of this type of content, I'm talking about taking their picture and putting them into these style of graphics. Now, These are all AI generated images. So if you look at this right here, me. It looks like me and I love it, but I've trained AI to actually look exactly like me. And I did use an external tool from ClickDesigns because it is trained fully. It was just a great platform. And you know what? If you guys want, I will show you that in a future episode on how to create your own mockups and do your own AI photo shoot, because it's so powerful. And let me get started now. Let me jump into the software. Let's get going and make some cool mockups. So mockups, endless supply of mockups to choose from here inside of ClickDesigns. Just this, look, recently used. I have used this mug, this shirt, this long sleeve shirt, this hat, this display. We have a lot of mockups here. Look, all of these mockups I've recently used for projects. And it's like it's reading my mind, because guess what? That's what we'll be talking about today, all of these things. So I can make any one of these. You can use these blank ones. You can start with the template. It's amazing. If you click on my designs, actually, if I go to my drive, let me see if I have some mockups here. Let me show you this client. This is a client I have. He is a Tony Robbins coach who travels the world. He wrote a book and he wanted me to make these mockups for his landing page that I built him for his brand new book that came out. And it's pretty good. And then let's see, Swag Monsters, another one. I made a bunch of these inside of ClickDesigns, this box, this lanyard, all this stuff, right? So there's a lot you can do with this, and I've made a lot more things here, but just know that today we're going to be talking about mockups. Now let me show you the ideas here. So if we can make these kinds of mockups, look at this, sets, look at this. Oh, awesome. I love how they have this, because now you can go in here and look, there's a logo. Look at all these. Yes, you can actually, what would be great is you see all these sets. You can take all of these images and put them into a collage and add them to your Fiverr page, which is really cool. And it talks about how you can make all of their graphics for them. We've talked about that, right? Here's one for books. Look, book, a book page, book, a guide, a checklist, a device. So you can see how amazing these are. They do such a great job. The team at ClickDesigns has created all these to make it super easy for you, and we can make all of these our own by changing them into our graphics, right? So if we wanted to use any of these sets, we could. Now let me go back over here and show you on the left how they have categorized these as well. So if we click food and restaurant, you'll see some for foods and restaurant. Now we can go down to over here to templates again and scroll over. So you'll see as I'm scrolling over, we have box sets, covers, more covers, which are books. We have sheets, devices, mockups that have actual people on them. So let me show you that real fast. If I click this, these are so that you can put them on so they can see them in real life. IRL, you'll hear that, IRL, in real life. And you can make tons there as well. And then bundles are obviously very, very popular. I make bundles all of the time for my PowerPoints, for my courses, for things that I'm teaching people. And there's lots of different categories depending on your access level. Look at this, group shots of the different beauty products. Now, awesome. These are very, very cool. So you just keep going back here, and we'll keep going here, and we'll go over to packaging. Packaging has tons in here. So you can go in here, click pump bottles, spray bottles, cream tubes, cream jars, shampoo bottles, bottle openers. We have beverages, supplements, bags, boxes, food, and mock-ups. So many over there. And then if you continue even further, you're going to see apparel. And underneath apparel, you'll see a lot of different things, from shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tank tops, sportswear, toddler wear, face mask, and caps. So you'll see there's a lot in here. Now, I have showed you guys so many times how to make all of these my own. So I'm not going to do that today. What I'm going to focus on today is making money from these mock-ups, how to do it. I would be going to Fiverr. So let me open up Fiverr here. And we're going to look at mockups. So I'm going to type in here, oh, look at this person. This person, you know, modern business logo brand identity, but we're going to type in mockups. And let's see what other people have. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. I will put your logo in a beautiful 3D mockup. Ernesto. Perfect, Ernesto. You're giving us inspiration here. So we can take this and we can add our own stuff, right? So look, he's adding these spandex, he's adding shirts and things like that. He's got lots of options, and we're going to use the options inside of ClickDesigns because it makes it easy. So look at this guy. Juanid or Juanald, or Hunald, I'm not sure. It depends if it's a Spanish name. But look, there's supplement bottles. We can make this. We can make these boxes. We can make these dropper bottles, right? There's so many things we can do. We can make this. We can make this. All inside of ClickDesigns. So the ideas are endless here. I love mugs. Look at these devices, guys. You guys can make all of these. It looks like this is a mock-up that's already inside of ClickDesigns. If you look at this, elite growth, right? You can, oh, awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so you look at all these and you can have these too. So how do you do that? Here's what I'm gonna show you. What you wanna do is on your Fiverr listing, you wanna make a bundle. So I'm gonna go over here to my designs, and I'm going to show you some of the things I've done. We did this before, correct? We made this. I will create your ads. I will create your landing pages and funnels for your business. We've done more than that. Let's keep going down here. You'll see all of my designs here. We created this. So this was kind of a collage of different types of mockups. And you'll keep going. Look at this. These right here. Let's preview. I will create marketing templates. Hey, guess what? You guys can create this exact same thing. I made these in person right here within 25 minutes, showing you guys how to create all of these different collages to put on your Fiverr. Okay, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take this and we're going to run with it. So I'm going to click duplicate from here, and then we're going to go back. Yep, I even made a mock-up of this because my kids, yes, 6'7", 6'7", right? Okay, we're going to go back to dashboard, and we're going to start with this one. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to say mockups 1. Okay, we're going to make this our own here, and let's go ahead and click on edit. Okay, inside of here, all I have to do is take this stuff out. Now, you guys can do this too. I will create mockups. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to make this mockups and make this big. This. I will create mockups for, what are we going to make them for, right? We can make them for, let's duplicate this because we're going to make this our guiding template for everything. So let's make this white. What are we going to do? For restaurants, for fitness? How about fitness? Let's start with fitness. And we'll put that right here in the middle, and this will be for, let's make this bigger and centered and move that over. Okay, so fully customizable. I'm just going to make sure these are all centered. Oops, move that over. Okay, so this is going to be our template. We're going to change this out to each type of thing we're going to make, and then you're going to add this to your, yes, your Fiverr, because you're going to be making money. So click on save, so we have this, and I'm going to go ahead and click on duplicate, and we're going to type in earn with ClickDesigns mockups 2. Oops, 2. Okay, so and I'm going to make several of these. Okay, continue, duplicate 3, duplicate 4, and duplicate 5. We'll make 5 different ones based on different niches. Okay, so now let's do this for fitness. So we're going to do fitness first. Let's go up to designs. Let's click on templates, and we're going to scroll down until we see something that's related to fitness. So let's go to first packaging. So click on packaging and type in fitness. Let's see if anything comes up. Nothing. It's okay. Supplements. Okay, here's some. Let's just click on use. Okay, we're gonna make these small, just like so, and turn it so they look cool, because you guys are gonna be doing these as well, right? And turn this one, make it smaller, turn it. Okay, so there's some supplements. Okay, let's keep going. Go back to designs. Let's click on clear. Let's scroll down and see if we can see any that pop out. We've got that one already. Keep going, and see if anything jumps off here. We got this one, use this one. These are all healthy, right? They're healthy, so we'll use them. And continuing on, scrolling down, just keep looking for more. Pro powder, we need this one. That's definitely fitness, this one. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just adding in a bunch of supplement type for fitness. And then we're going to make these smaller and just make a collage out of them. And then put them on our Fiverr listing as a showcase of what is possible. That is the goal. What is possible with me as your designer, right? So you're going to be the designer. You're going to offer your services, and you can look at other people to see how much they're charging, and you can come up with a good rate, maybe some packages. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. What am I doing? I'm taking these right from ClickDesigns and using them as is, because I'm going to give them a menu, a kind of gallery of sorts, and say, hey, which one do you want it to look like? Do you want it to have this black lid? Do you want to have this kind of label? Is it slim? Is it stocky? Is it green, right? And you're going to ask them what they want, and then they get to choose and make it their own. So we're going to move these all around, and we've got a couple more things to kind of put in. So this is that. Now we could go over here and just click on templates, just templates, and we're going to search for fitness. And then we'll add other things like this is perfect. Let's keep going. This is perfect. You see what I'm doing is I'm just finding some mock-ups, and I can be doing all these things, by the way, but I'm just trying to pick up some that are more, I would say, physical in nature, like this one right here. Keep going. And I would like to find one that has a, oh, there it is. That's exactly what I wanted. This and this. Okay, so I think we have plenty now that we can work with. So let's scroll here, make this smaller, turn it, and move it right here. So I know I said we're going to do 5. We'll see how much time we have, but I'm trying to go fast here. What takes me the most time is just making these smaller and turning them, but that's okay. The thing you got to remember is if you take the time to make this look cool and you add it to your Fiverr account, it will pay you in spades. It will pay you out more times than not, because it's a kind of a set it and forget it type of thing where you don't have to keep working on it, right? You don't have to keep adding every day. The listing stays the same and you just keep getting business. So move that right here, move that over. Let's move some of these supplement bottles over. Move that about like this. And that over here. Turn this one, put that here, put that there, put that there. Okay, so you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to do to make this look super cool. Put that down, put that right there. Okay, now does that look cool? I think that looks really cool, and I think I would put it on my stuff. If you really wanted to get really anal, you can make sure that each one of these has the same kind of rotation. Okay, click on save. All right, let's go back. Okay, so we've got one, fitness. Let's go to the next one. Click edit. Okay, the next one, what do we type? You want to do fitness? You want to do restaurants? How about restaurants? For restaurants. And put that right here. Okay, let's go. Now we want to click on designs, go up to templates. Let's just type in restaurants and see what comes up. So we've got a box here. We've got a menu. Let's keep going down. We've got a banner ad. We have a little bag there. Let's keep going. And we're just going to find, gift certificate. Now that's perfect. And these are graphics too, but I'm using them as mock-ups because I want to showcase what's possible. We can click on that, click on that. We can continue. Now we're looking for, here's a watch, a hat. These are perfect. A coffee cup. Keep going, and I'm trying to find something a little different than what we've already selected, but we will come back here. So let's get started with making these smaller and turning them and putting these, arranging around. But are you guys getting the idea? So what we're doing is we are taking the images as is, these mock-ups. These are inside of ClickDesigns, and Mo loves it when you guys take these images, put them out to the world and say, hey, I'm going to make these mock-ups for you. You charge them something, and in return, you deliver the mock-ups. People are doing this already, so you should be too. If you're looking to make some extra income, this is a great way to do it. And keep going here. So we're just trying to make a ton of different little images to showcase the possibilities for restaurant owners. When they see this listing, they're going to say, wow, I want to work with this designer. And guess what? You don't even have to be a professional graphic designer because you have ClickDesigns. That's your superpower now. You can just go in here. What I would do is I would create a PDF that has every mock-up that you can find inside of ClickDesigns, put it in the PDF, and then number them and have categories. So the categories could be fitness, it could be restaurant, it could be social graphics, it could be whatever, right? And you just keep adding to this menu, and people can select, hey, I want this menu item number 1 right here, and I want it to be in my colors, and these, and you just find that out. Okay, let's go to designs. I want to do a t-shirt. So let's see if there are any mock-ups under apparel for food. So let's type in food. And let's see if there is, like this one. Perfect. Look at this. This is the same, right? So we have a hat, we have a t-shirt now, and this is the perfect mock-up right here, right? Look at that. That looks pretty good. I would definitely be looking at this designer if I needed graphics and mock-ups. You can come in here under covers, you can type in food again, and look, grilled food. Let's use that one. That looks pretty good. A little cookbook here. And let's go right here. Okay. And move that right there. Put this right here down a little bit. Okay. I think one more to fill this spot, and then we should be good for food. So let's go back to templates, scroll down here. Let's see if we can find something a little bit different. How about bundles? Let's just type in food and see what comes up. No result, that's okay. And restaurant, yeah, nothing. That's okay. Not every category has one, but you can create some. You'd be unique. You would be the only one that would have that because you made it. Let's just type in food at the top. I typed in restaurant before, and there's other things in here. So we've got some images. We've already kind of got that. I just want one more. Oh, this perfect a device. See? Now we're showing that electronics can play a big part into this as well. So let's put this up here. Let's move this down. Put that shirt just like how about And I'm being a little perfectionism-y, right? Okay, that's okay. So just make these really cool and perfect. Click save. Okay, are you getting the idea? And then you go over here to Fiverr and you add these collages. So you see how they have these collages? That's what you're doing. You're taking these, you'll export it out, and you will add them to your listing that you will make these mock-ups for the person. And I think that local-based businesses like seeing and calling them out by name for restaurants, for plumbers, for construction workers, for real estate brokers, right? So the sky's the limit here. That's what you want to do. All right, we have a few minutes left. So you would continue on. You would go from restaurants, fitness, you type in anything, coaches. We have, what do we have? Real estate brokers, plumbers. You can name pretty much every single type of business out there. They need mock-ups, and this is perfect, right? You can make landing page mock-ups. You can do so many different things. I love these sets though. So if you click on the sets here, I just wanted to show you what this looks like. Now I haven't made any in here because I like to do mine individually, but you can. So if you click on templates, click on sets, and you come in here and you pick one. Let's go down, 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 down. Okay, let's find someone creative. So this is a business yoga. Perfect. Let's do use set. So let's go to click on use set. We're going to click on mockups and yoga. My best friend is a yoga instructor, so this is perfect. So this is her. We're going to open this up. Here are all of the things, right? So her name is Kim, and if I wanted to change these out, but I could. So I can click this one right here, click on edit, click on edit. I'm just going to show you real quick what you can do. So say someone wanted one of those sets, then you can take this out. I'm going to take this little person out, and we're going to add in her logo. So I'm going to click on image. I'm going to drag in her logo right here, and there it is. And here is her logo, and we can put this right here. Make this a little bigger, a little big. Oops. Let's go back here. Okay, and then move that over. Perfect. So there it is. And then her name is Kim Win Yoga. So Kim Win Yoga is her brand name. We put that there, and we can change the colors out. I kind of like these colors, but she likes more green, so we can make green, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to put that out there. Let's click on save and exit. Okay, there's the mock-up. Save. Okay, perfect. Let's go to this one. Edit. Edit. I can take this person out. I can add her image here, just like this, and put that right there in the middle. We can change this to Kim Win Yoga, right? And I can change this out to her logo if I wanted to, but you get the idea. We're just showing the power of mockups. And then let's do one more. Okay, we got 3. We can keep going, but the point is, what you could do is you just keep adding those. But here, let me just give you what I would do if I were you and wanting to make some extra cash, is do what I told you to do and go put the ones we just made out there. I will create mockups for fitness. I will create mockups for coaches. I will create mockups for real estate brokers, right? Make those, add that to your listing. Then come in here to sets and click on preview. And I would be making a collage of each one of these. So this all goes in one set. And you can make that into its own listing here, or you can make it into a collage and have a ton of them. So go back to sets and do the next one. Click on new set. And then you save all these and add them to a collage. And you go the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It becomes a menu. And you can even use these categories as your categories, right? And then what happens is all you have to do is go into each one of these and change out the pictures to their picture, to their name, to their logo. You get the idea? Yes, and I would highly recommend going over here and making a brand kit for that brand so that it makes it really easy for you. Now, the other thing is you're an affiliate. If you're not, go sign up here, click on affiliate program underneath your page here. So you can sell these mockups in the marketplace, or when you're adding these graphics to your listings, when you deliver these graphics, if I wanted to deliver this one right here, click on the 3 dots. I can add them to a folder, so drive, and I can share the whole drive with them. I can add my watermark to them, or I can also, watch this, click share, and I can add my affiliate link right here. That's another way to make money. So those are 3 or 4 different ways to make money here. And let me show you how the watermark works. If I were to click on this, and click on export, you see that where it says watermark? You can add your watermark until they pay you. Yes, that's how easy it is. You can change your watermark underneath your agency over here in settings. So, hope this inspired you. I hope you guys get out there and make some graphics. Drop them in the Facebook group, and I'm going to close this out. All right, guys, what did you guys think? Yes, this one is so fun because it's so powerful to make mockups. And there's lots of different kinds of mockups in ClickDesigns, as I just showed you. From books to ebooks to checklists. And then you have the physical stuff, right? The physical mockups as well. You have the mockups that have the background. You have the mockups that have just the transparent background. And so many to choose from. It depends on where you guys are playing these days. If you're playing in the e-com space, or you're playing in the POD space, or maybe you are a digital content creator like myself, you need a lot of mockups. I love making the bundle, and I put a workbook, and I take the workbook and I have an image of all the pages in the workbook. It just makes it look so cool. It makes you really visualize what you're getting, and I am just loving all of this. So I hope you guys are too. I hope this excites you, and you guys can go out there, share your creations inside the Facebook group. Get inspired. Let us know if you're making any money, if you're winning, if you've made a post, anything that has moved the ball down the field for you to earn money with ClickDesigns. And I'm telling you, you're going to win, and we're going to be right there alongside you, clapping and giving you kudos along the way. This community is amazing for that. So hope that was fun. We have a couple more episodes of this series to close out this year. This is so crazy. But I will see you guys next week on the next training. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being action takers. Thank you for consuming. And if you're watching this on the replay later, I just want to say it is amazing to see that we have so many people in this thriving community that are wanting to really leverage this platform. And me, for one, I use it every day, and I want you guys too. So I hope this has been helpful. I will see you guys next week.